All right, guys, you will be up here by the steel. First set, 300 yards. And I will be clear down there at the end of the road. Doing 300 yards. And then my second set, 400 yards. And last set at 500 yards. All right, guys, I don't mind saying that I'm kind of stingy. So I'm just going to use one shot to make sure I'm on at 300 yards. And after that, I'm going out to 4, and then I will start doing 3-shot groups after 400 yards, at 400 yards and out. And I'm only going to 500 yards. So I'll shoot a total of 7 shots and maybe a little more than that if I need to make other minor adjustments. The trigger on this Thompson is decent. You know, it's no Howa or Tikka, but it's a decent trigger. So here we go, 300 yards. That was a hit. Hey, I just wanted to show you guys what I put together. I've got a 7mm Magnum here, and this is going to be my long range large game rifle for hunting. And I need it to work in Oregon and in Hawaii because if you guys have watched some of my previous videos, my favorite out-of-state hunt is in Hawaii. So I'll show you the reasons I put this package together, whether I'm in Hawaii or Oregon, and whether it's cold or it's hot. There's just a ton of humidity, and that is so hard. That can be so difficult on a wooden stock. So that's one of the reasons I went with this rifle. Another reason is I love Thompson. I love the action, love the receiver, love the barrel. You know, everything about this rifle, the quality of a Thompson, I've always just loved Thompson. So that's what I wanted in a Thompson Venture. And I was thinking 300 Win Mag at first, but then I just, you know, all I could really find was 7mm Magnum in the Venture, which is fine, because I'm okay with the 7mm Magnum. I put a Leopold scope on it, and this scope does not have the descending crosshairs. It just has a single set of crosshairs. And the reason I did that is because of the trajectory of the 7mm Magnum. I only wanted to range, point, and shoot. I don't want to, you know, go down the line on the crosshairs. And a 7mm Magnum will do that. You know, so this is a 4-12 Leopold, and it's a great scope. It'll take the recoil of the 7mm, no problem. So I wanted to test this rifle today, and I just want to make sure that it will hit the steel without me having to compensate for drop too much. And I think it's just awesome, guys. You can set up a rifle like this to do 500-yard shots. These rifles make it so easy to get out there. And if you're a better shot than I am, there's guys going out there 1,000, 1,400 yards, and it's cheap. I mean, this rifle right here, I'm looking at $350. I picked it up cheap, used. The scope was pretty close to the same. And it's just like, man, ammo is cheap for it, and I can get out there no problem. So I really love it. One thing I wanted to point out as a side note, guys, check out these extra thick rings I have here. You know, pretty burly. Not just for recoil, but last time I went over to Hawaii, those guys threw my luggage so hard that it knocked my rifle off zero. And I mean a long way. I had to go to a range to get it zeroed back in again. So they don't care, those guys in the luggage. I actually missed an awesome buck over there, an Axis buck, because of those guys. All right, guys, here we go. 400 yards. Shouldn't be a problem. Man, takes a while even for a 7 mag to get down there. Man, look at that, guys. It's a good group, but also a 7mm Magnum does not play. Man, look at that, just blew right clean through there. Look at that, oh my gosh. And it's obvious I'm gonna have to move to the left a little bit, but I am grouping pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. It's a pretty good group. That's my 400-yard group. Looks like I got to move left a few clicks, but other than that, the drop is pretty good. I was aiming at the top, so what do you guys figure? I'm dropping probably 15 inches. So yeah, I've got to be prepared for that. Now I'm interested in how far my 500-yard drop is going to be. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. I'm going to need to figure this out. It's looking like I'm about 5 inches to the right at 400 yards. So when you're doing your clicks, you got to remember you only have to go just a few clicks to make that up. I'm only going to move about 2 clicks left to start with, and then in increments a little more than that if I end up needing to. That's really good. That's pretty good. So we'll make a little progress and go from there. All right, guys, I'm looking at 1, 2. Not too much, just a little. I might even back it off a little bit. All right, and that's good. We'll start there and see how it looks at 500 yards. Hey, look at that, guys. 500 yards is a long way. Clear to the top of that hill, all the way down to the bottom of the road on the other side. And this is another way for an old fat guy like me to stay in shape. This one is new, and this one is new, and I'm missing a shot. There's my 400-yard group. Then I moved it over left, and I've got 2 shots left, but I'm missing one. And I think that may be from when I aimed high. There's my 300-yard hole right there, and I aimed high. I'm wondering if I aimed a little too high. But overall, I am satisfied. That's what I was looking for, was those results. And that's as far as I want to go out, is 500 yards. Yeah, guys, so here's how I kind of pre-plan a hunting trip. Is I know the rifle I need, so I've got my rifle all dialed in, 7mm Magnum. It'll give me the distance and the knockdown I need. I'm not hunting any really big game animals, so I just need something big enough to take down boars, large deer, and large exotic goats and mountain sheep. My rangefinder and my 357 Magnum 692 Taurus, and it's all open sight, so I'm going to do backup. That's my backup, and it's a little different setup than I did last time where I had the scope 357 Magnum. This time around I want open sights so that I can take those faster shots.